G'day guys, I thought I'd make a quick mention of a vibration caused by the Ingen. Now I bought this Ingen, it was a few weeks old. Now I realise maybe the guy got a cob access port back in the day. I don't know if it was available then, but someone got rid of this very quickly. So, see this rubber, I've glued it on. So it does sit securely, but then it, with all the rigmarole of the car, it sort of rattles the rubber loose. Now, I should have made the video first before I glued it, but it doesn't matter. In here there is a felt, double-sided piece of felt, but what happens is it moves and then you get this. So I didn't have that this morning. There should be a video uploading now. I didn't have it because I temporarily put this in. Okay. Here, like this, just to put pressure on it, just till I worked out what was going on, and that the rubber was the right way around. I didn't want to just, you know, chuck glue on it, but a little bit hard to locate. It's got to be glued. So this is the, like, it used to be like this, but now it's really locating straight away on its own because you can barely get your hand in to feel it. So it's a very fine, see, but that's it, that's all it needs. So I'll put my elbow on it like the clips are in. It's good enough. I mean, it does, it'd be nice to have something here. So yeah, it'll need a bit of something in there. So I'll put the clips in. It's pretty good. No, it's fine. Wow. Jeez. This is a well-engineered box. I mean, look at this thing. A couple of years ago I said, oh, it's too heavy. It's over-engineered. It is. It's quite heavy. But now I realise why. There's a lot of vibrations, a lot of noise and stuff would be caused by this. There's no real clip solution for the airflow meter, which originally runs around the box, so I'll be attaching that. So you can't put it, the engine moves, so it's on the chassis rail there, so you got to think about it. So this is moving here, yeah, nothing too important, but over here, this is it here. This would be the ideal. The spot like that. Otherwise, it's quite good. Also, this rubber, once it's used, it only goes on one way, that one. And it is a very specific location with this. So, you have to leave these loose and get this exactly right. And it took me like 10 minutes to get that right. Okay, and really, did I do a good job or not? Because this airflow meter should be absolutely level. And won't budge. Also, I've already put a spot of glue through there. And it will break the seal when you, it won't ruin the clamp. But down the sides here, as that constantly comes loose, that one. So that's what would blow off on my other one, which is go, and then. So you can drive around, you just keep off the boost and fix it immediately. But that's a weak spot, that clamp. It's just a cheap shit clamp that I believe could even be made in Australia. this one's different, but that one is insufficient, and they've continued with that same clamp, which is just beyond me. I mean, it's not beyond me. I've thought about it. These companies are all too smart. They're not stupid. That clamp is designed that way. So if you modify the car, you get punished immediately, very, very quickly, as the blow-by works its way and the increased temperatures and boost and contraction expansion. That clamp blows off. I can't remember when. You can look back in my video. So it's designed that way. So if you, modify your car, you immediately have to continue modifying it, and it's very, very clear to see. That hose as well perishes. That hose cannot take just a slight increase in boost, so that has to be replaced, and they've likely done that. So, you know, either you do it properly or you don't do it at all. So irrelevant to warranty and how they identify modifications and what they do under warranty, how modifications affect your warranty is irrelevant to that. That is deliberately a flaw designed into the car. It's probably okay for this car, but not over time. So any top mechanic will gently go over all this stuff with service, and this is the stuff we don't even tell people about. Like, all day I'll do loose batteries, like all day loose earths. There's no box on my invoice to indicate that. You can see the data dot technology, the data dot blob there. So yeah, this looks like it needs to be straightened very, very slightly to me. But then again, no, it's in line with the engine. I think it's good enough. I do take my time with things, and if you look at the alternator, anyway, that's the video about that. I'm about to do the unimaginable, so like I've taken all my little boxes out, right? Because it's not that I'm a lazy person, but I guarantee you this could end up sitting here for 3 months, because I've made myself available to an option. He did say, I said, listen, this fine crystal spray, etc., etc., and he chucked in the fine crystal spray. He chucked in like the wheel wax, and he chucked in the special wash, which I don't think I mentioned it in the other video. I don't know exactly what the special wash is. It's a very special thing, because you've got to wipe it on with a wet cloth. Man, I reckon I found the best stuff. I reckon it's the best, but I haven't used it yet. So I was about to just do the top of the spoiler, right? And I thought, look, what's wrong with it? I'll do one panel at a time. So what's the difference if I do one panel today and another panel in a week? It's a 5-year fucking coating. So that's the way I'm probably going to approach it. It is a very still day today, yet the weather has changed. It's quite humid in this terrain, and I've got to find out whether you can't even expose the car for 24 hours to, you know, certain elements, which there's a lot out there, especially when you're driving. So if I chuck this on, race home to, you know, or go out and have lunch or whatever, I'm stuffed. So there is another option where I'll just go home and get the Liberty going and drive that and leave this here. So I'm open to that. This could end up getting a partial or full ceramic coating between now and midnight. But what I'm going to do now, I'm washing my car with the Fusion wash, and then I'm going to wash it with this basic wash and get to know what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to try the clay bar. I've never done it. They say to put a wet rag over the whole product, not break it off. I don't know. I've got to look into that. So I've got to stop, watch YouTube, and stuff like that. So that's what's going on here today. The video should be uploading about the awfully low idle speed, but then again, the temperature has changed suddenly today. It's become humid, and the car seemed to have adapted later on, like it didn't do it. So that whole rah, it wasn't doing it. Okay, the entire time after the video was made, I've driven to the airport and come into work to get my sunglasses, and that's the issue now. Once I stay here, my week then becomes very, very long. But years ago, that's what I was doing here. I was modifying my VL Turbo Commodore with the Skyline sort of engine in it, blowing pistons up, changing pistons, waxing, washing, putting in limited slip diffs, So do it while you're young, guys. Do it before you have kids. Enjoy it. Do it. Just break your back and get under there and spend the money. And because the experience you gain, you could have a career in it. And I'll make a link to this for Julien. I had a German guy come in here, and he literally became a mechanic in 2 weeks when you've got the mind. So he did a timing belt on a V6 Toyota 4Runner, the fucking worst car ever made, right? And he didn't do one thing wrong. I mean, he's German, and he was like, I don't understand why the timing has to be half a tooth off on installation. It doesn't make sense. But at the end of the day, guys, like, you know, for you young guys out there, okay, this white collar bullshit, it's like, it's only for some. Plus, the world has changed. Architects, lawyers, not doctors, I don't think, but they are unemployed out there. They come in here and they're like, oh my God, this is so cool. And I'm like, is this so cool? Like, they have no idea how hard this job is. But then again, if you love what you do, it's not that hard. So it takes its toll, and I'm being a bit negative. Like, I've crystal my car today. I'm going to fucking have the worst week. But yeah, I just don't want to be in here. Like, I've been here for 25 years. It's like, there's mozzies up there. I'm fucking over it. But should we do this? Will it rain? If it does, I'll just leave the car here. But it is a very, very still day. And by doing one panel at a time, maybe I can get away with this. So anyway, that's the day today. Main point is that vibration and, yeah, stuff like that. I'm just a bit confused, like bumper crystal, wheel crystal. I mean, what's the difference? Like, I don't understand, like, so there's obviously a different bonding application maybe here, but isn't paint? You know, with undercoat, primer, clear coat, shouldn't the body crystal stick to that? Is it a marketing gimmick? I don't think so. Plastics are very, very unique. So, you know, it's funny. I would have just put the body crystal straight on here. So I've got to read about it. Obviously, this spoiler and that antenna and that scoop has to have the bumper crystal. I don't know. But I know one thing. If I freaking email Yohi right now, look at the scratches on that. Oh my God. Oh, they're coming off. My mate said spend at least half an hour going over your whole car. And of course I didn't, because I'm not that fussy. Like, the car looks good. Swirl marks can be removed. It's not dented. I looked for that. But I just saw this. What's that? What's that 3M? Is that a secret thing to know my son put the window down that day? Tim H? Is that a secret pressure release composite that released as the window was illegally put down in the installation period? I don't know. But the car was presented to me quite well. Of course, there's people out there that would have, you know, picked up on that. There's scratches here like that. On my other one, they changed this mirror after they did the warranty, and the intercooler was whatever, and they put a new intercooler in it. I said, do not wash my car, because I saw the way they wash it. Now, I'm not fussy. I swear to God, I'm not fussy. But that Sutton's car wash, I mean, it's a one bay. It does 50,000 cars, but I don't know how they wash it. This whole mirror was scratched. The guy was working late, so I immediately showed them quietly. I didn't want him to get into trouble, and they very, very, very kindly immediately replaced the mirror when I next went in. So yeah, that's that. Not sure what I'll do today. Hope it helps, especially with the crystal stuff and the vibration.